Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Nixon. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. After the run, now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. Just plowing down the field. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Fires to the tight end. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block.
And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Iowa State's offense will go to work for the first time. One thing to watch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. This time he's got it. Running toward the tape. The 10. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium.
They'll leave it with him. Keeps the legs moving. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Man, nice. The back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The give and the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll... They thought it was worth the risk to try that 58-yard field goal, but now they put their defense in a tough spot. 1st and 10 from the 41. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ground.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Off the play fake on first down. He finds his man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Now the play fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Now they'll run the draw, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now this offense is back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete on the right side. And just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Power football with the run. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll go to the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The give to the tailback. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
To the ground with the back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Snap from the gun on third down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A little screen to the running back. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Slams ahead. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see the quarterback sneak so much. They trust the big running back and know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll throw it on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the right, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dances away. Fires on the move. Got it. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And they're in for a touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Iowa State sending the offense back out. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Hansen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Got his man quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The offense lining up for a first down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the offense on first down. Leaves it with the running back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Snap it to the back. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
Man, those little chunks keep wanting to crud when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations. Chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, you got to stop the run.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Man, that's what I love about this offense. Man, they run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the number 2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Going to the ground. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pressure coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for it all. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, ball's incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Nixon. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. To the air, it's Beck. It's caught. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Got his man downfield. At the 40, there he goes. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Iowa State. What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move to keep running. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Bulldozes his way through. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Tackle is made after the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Trying to get to it. Finds his man. It's Singh. At the 35, he's open. All kinds of running room. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Fresno State's offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Oh, he's got a chance. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Fresno State right back to the line.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
2nd and 10 here. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Caught over the middle. It's Romero. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Between the uprights, it's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Steps away. He'll pull it down. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Now on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Makes the grab on the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 39. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Going up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be 1st down for this offense. They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for passing.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll try it over the left side. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Wood. It's complete. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They'll try the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalty. Drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. The corners are walked up tight. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Trying play action. Lets it fly. It's complete.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback.
Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fresno State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. The give to the left side. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Looking to throw on second down. He's going to fire deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
That is a jolt of energy for the offense to get out of trouble in field position, and now all kinds of room to work. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give to the back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Getting some heat. Zings it complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quick pass on the jet motion. Into the end zone for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Wood. Looking for a huge play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Oh, look out. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Give to the running back. Just ran over it. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. On first down from their own 22. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on first down. Coming after him. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the... Offense getting set for first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and that... Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. All teed up and ready to go here in the sack. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Off-play action on first down. And that pass picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. Vito. Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Bell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own. He's going for the big play. And it's swatted away. It's a... First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He's looking to throw it. Going downfield for the big play. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Oh, gave the defender the business. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes his connection.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He'll take a shot. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He got it. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as... Line gets set, first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Got room at the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go with a direct snap. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run to the left. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate throw.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Oh, what a cut! Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they didn't. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.